Hey guys. No, I know we haven't had an opportunity to get an episode of, um, if you guys recall, since we haven't done a new episode of Robocop Rook City for the last few weeks. So I decided since we actually did do a few good things last week for Final Fantasy Club Zodiac games. For our popularity, entertainment, and energy. So I'm like, let's see if we can get episode number 2 today, from Thursday mornings. But yeah, guys, welcome to episode number 2 of Robocop Rook City this morning. I'm your host, your king, and your luckiest man, Jack Dawson. I haven't said any other arrangements or pretty much inside or outside of a profile thing. Yeah, guys, welcome to episode 2 today. Making sure everything is tidy up and also not losing track. And also, guys, today's date is May 12th, 2025. I want to say a little over 3 weeks since we haven't done a new episode of Robocop Rook City together, and once again, guys, our biggest, strongest, beautiful, exciting, impressive, awesome, excellent, strongest, beautiful power of our community. Just to let you guys know in hand. Guys, do what we can for one another. Just to be open and honest. Just to see exactly where we're at. Just to keep everything fantastic and see what we think. Now, apparently, guys, I'm going to be staying active again today. Apparently I go back to see today I also have another 2 days of WoW soon, by tomorrow and Wednesday. So technically, I'm not sure when, the damn meeting's gonna be. It was gonna be exactly this past week. When you talk about it, that's more useful. Or to keep everything, benefiting. Filipina, Blue Side, make a love shout out. Loves, how you doing? You're the first one in today. Just to have a little more volunteering thing. So basically, guys, everything else would be from the ground up and also being exactly where we're at so far. Not to have anything else go in between. There we go. But also, guys, if you think about it, if you wanna get a game back in session and also wanna get back to what we're doing, it's like I don't think anything else would be replaced behind the schedule or have something to blow out. When you talk about just wanting to, guys, get back to what you're doing. Because a lot of us would really resolve that problem. And also having some sort of other thing going on. But yeah, guys, the last time we done an episode of Robocop City, it's been exactly a while. So guys, if it wasn't for anything else, people are entitled to and also honest opinions. So making sure everything else is captured and also beginning it, not to lose track all the time. Now my true love and I, guys, we actually did have a few hours last night. Which I did want to wish you guys a happy belated Mother's Day from yesterday. If you guys had dinner, if you guys had an opportunity to go to grave sites or, guys, whatever you do best, anything, guys, like father like son, or like mother like daughter, think better otherwise. Guys, I guess we went to my two love's, mother's gravesite last night. My two love was asking if I would, come down and, give her a lot of confidence and a lot of love and appreciation. After I said no, for your king and your luckiest man.
I'll let the eggheads know that you're good to go.
I'm like, you guys understand, I would not say no to anything. And I would not. I mean, and it's like, who is my true love gonna be, spending time with? And who's my musketeer gonna be, having a lot of love and also a lot of togetherness with. But here's the thing, guys, you're looking at him. Even though we've been together for 8 years, there's no replacing it. nobody should be able to replace anybody. That's the main thing. So other than that, guys, I had a good relaxation coming out of after staying active for a while in Chief, and once again, guys, all of us have to do it again. You know, starting with Chief later on today. Just to let you guys know,
It's no
if you
secret
guys already
that crime
heard
has
and
been on the
also have
rise
something
ever
to
since what the
handle,
media's named the new guy in town
and just keep
showed up in
everything
the
else
city.
planned.
The word on the street is that he
We
wants to
will be
spend a
going
lot
back
of money in
to,
old Detroit,
I might
and
be
that has
going back
made
to
every gang in the city
Final
start
Fantasy Club
advertising their
Zodiac games,
services.
guys,
We
from
need to
Tuesday
find him
mornings.
before things get out of
And if you
control.
guys have heard
Where do we
yesterday,
look?
Our best bet
I'm
is
going
to
to be
see if
going
he
back
made
to
contact with the
FF12
torch
Zodiac games
Robo,
by
I want
next
you to
week.
start by checking the
So
arcade
it's still going to be
downtown.
an hour and
It's
40
become a
minutes plus,
high-activity
guys.
area for punks.
It's usually any game I
Everyone
do.
else, keep your eyes
Just
open.
see what everything else
Any
is.
questions?
What,
Any word on Briggs?
whatever you got to do,
What
guys.
happened to Briggs?
You know, to keep
been
everything
missing
else
since
entertainable. A lot of
Shit.
popularity, guys. And,
Officer Briggs remains
you know,
missing.
energy.
That's over
You do it
24
because
hours
it's
since he's
of
been
it.
in
You don't
contact
want
with
to wait
anyone here.
around and
Are the
have
two
something else to
cases
switch.
connected?
No
That
reason
would
to
never,
assume so.
ever be the best
But if
thing.
anyone finds Briggs'
Nobody should be
informant, we
able
might
to,
learn something
you know,
new.
tell you differently.
All right,
normally.
now get out there.
Before we get ahead of ourselves today, guys, since yesterday was Mother's Day,
You go ahead,
I
partner.
do want to thank you guys for joining
I
me
need to
this
write this
morning.
report. And
You
there's
know,
something else I
surrounding
need to do
us
first.
with our 625 mods here today. We get to do what we can for one another and a lot of socialization. If you guys have not connected the channel the right way, you guys can do what you gotta do. But like I said, guys, you don't want to wait around forever. You don't want to get yourselves penetrated and getting yourselves guilty, or getting yourselves in possession either. It's like if you're in an office, it's kind of like having a meeting, or whatever you have to really, you know, wake up on, or wanting to have a lunch, to have a briefing, or you know, just to keep everything else in possession. You know, if you guys remember, when we actually left you guys doing this premiere of Robocop Rock City a few weeks ago, this is exactly what we stopped. Now, guys, we're going to be using the police gun with Robocop being a badass officer, and we're going to see what he does. So, but like I said, guys, I repeat, for you king, you're the luckiest man. NYC, make a lot of shout out, brother. How you doing? Happy belated Monday to you, sir, and joining us today. Well, like I said, guys, we are at 625 mods by far. But I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, beautiful, exciting, intense, strongest, beautiful, excellent power of our community. Like I said, we have everybody else grouped up. Like I said, we have somebody that's more to, you know, listen up, get to the program, and let's to be open and honest. We don't want to have to, you know, pause or, you know, feel left out. We guys, we have our 625 mods all the time. We have our social media, everything else grouping up, and what would you do without your king, guys? That's the main thing. Well, guys, we're looking at our first thing today. It's called issuing tickets. Now, if you guys remember watching Cops, if you guys remember watching SWAT here today, you know, when people, you know, not exactly follow something carefully and get themselves in jail, well, when it comes, despite the fact, guys, when it comes to law enforcement, people should always know the tickets when it comes to alcohol and whatnot. So here's the thing about issuing tickets, guys. Apparently the left side of your screen does have the info. So the info, guys, on the left side, it actually does state the following. As a police officer, you can issue tickets for your misdemeanors, like public drinking, guys, and disorderly conduct or traffic violations. We can hold one button, guys, to activate it. The only thing we can use is by holding L2 to activate the vision to see what the ticket says and identify, guys, instances of law breaking. So that's something to think about too. It's like if you see somebody doing alcohol and whatnot, it's not the best thing to do, and it's not exactly worth, you know, bringing something else together. You always want to scan your surroundings. So what this really has, guys, the violation is the fire hydrant. But yeah, guys, we're bringing our social media, our followers as well. We're for 625 mods today. And yes, guys, our podcast services all around the globe and here in the state of Ohio, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube,
Murphy,
and so
this is
much
Reed.
more.
Mayor Kuzak just stormed into my
And there was
office.
also breaking news
Apparently,
involving
his niece's
a
car has been stolen. Find it.
WWE/ECW
This
wrestler
goes to the top
from
of your
last night.
priority list. You can
And I was
start
telling
by
my true
asking
love
about
about
it at
this
some
too.
of the local garages.
Apparently she did
For the
not
record,
know
it's a blue
this man
SUX
or this
6000
brother that came
registered
out
to
of
Melissa Kuzak.
ECW, coming out of WCW. Now, if you guys think about it, it's like if you remember your last match in the ring, you know, as an in-ring performer or looking to, you know, win a championship for the last time. I mean, if we look at John Cena, if you guys remember, he beat Ric Flair's record to become a 17-time, only to stand alone, him being the 17-time world champion. And that's John Cena. But the man I'm talking about, guys, is the one that I actually set a post on Facebook yesterday. And recently we actually lost some sort of death disposal. Well, you talk about a death capsule, to be honest. So basically, guys, if you guys know a man that wrestled pretty well, coming out of ECW and World Wrestling Entertainment, you're talking about one superstar in hand. And let me tell you guys something. You guys remember him coming out of the one that worked with RVD, I think with Sting, and also with the Sandman. Now the man that I'm talking about, guys, is Sabu. So recently, guys, yesterday on Facebook, and also on ESPN, and also on IGN, if you guys remember Sabu, he was the one that looked up upon the Lord before every match. And he actually did a lot of that when it comes to ACW and, you know, World Wrestling Entertainment during that time. So, so basically, guys, he had, if you guys remember his matches, he actually put on a clinic. He actually had some classic matches for a long time and over the years. So basically, guys, the news, apparently they covered the news yesterday. So basically, Sabu accidentally passed away. And what I mean, guys, is the guy's is king, you know, luckiest man. Apparently, guys, Sabu was 60 yesterday. So basically, Sabu died at the age of 60 years old. He was actually an ECW original wrestler, and yeah, guys, Sabu died. You know, he was like 60 years old. And the thing about him is, you never know when your time has come, and when you're able to go to heaven, and you talk about telling your stories. But the thing about Sabu, he was always one of the, all I'm going to say is he was a great performer. And I know a lot of people would really touch base on a WWE performer. You talk about winning a world championship. You talk about doing something. But, you know, guys, if I had to guess, I think Sabu won a world title, where you talk about winning a tag team title with somebody. But the only person that he worked with, for example, was I think it was RVD, since with Rob Van Dam, to be honest. So these two knew each other a long time. But Sabu, he was actually good inside and also, you know, outside the ring for, you know, a long time ago. Apparently, guys, Sabu recently did finish his last match, you know, during WrestleMania weekend from this past month.
We don't have anything.
He actually defeated Zoe Zanella from AEW, and
Hey, Robo, can you help me out here?
well, I'm not 100% sure if to be honest with you guys, I don't know if Sabu was actually, if he was actually in AEW, to be honest. I mean, I'm not sure if he was or not. I mean, I think he may have been, or he may have not. It's just, the fact is, guys, if you look at Sabu, he's good inside and outside the ring. You look at the all-time wrestlers of all time. You talk about Hulk Hogan. You take a look at Undertaker. You look at Buddhist Beefcake, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, for example. Ooh, yeah, that man, guys. But the fact is about Sabu, it's like, you know, a lot of people heartbroken
back
that
my
you've
money, you
seen
piece of
somebody
shit!
wrestle for a long time ever
Don't
since
you
you were a
cops
kid.
ever get bored
You look at
harassing
Sabu, you
successful
look at RVD,
entrepreneurs?
you look at
Hey! This shit is
anybody
rigged!
that he's been in the
That's
ring
a
with,
serious
you know,
accusation, kid.
and also put
Someone might think I would
in
allow
notice and
such
also have
illegal
a great
activity
match.
in my high-class
So I haven't looked at
business,
Sabu's
which I
accolades
do
lately,
not. I
but
get
apparently he
lost.
was an awesome dude. You know, if you look at Rick Rude, you look at Mick
You work for
Foley,
Soot. Tell me where to find him.
but all I'm gonna say is, guys,
You
Sabu
cops are
was
giving me a
around for a long
stomach
time.
ulcer. Stop
But I
asking me
don't,
about guys
honestly,
I
we don't know
know.
exactly,
Withholding
you know,
information can lead to
what
bigger
made him
trouble
tick,
than a
what
stomach
made him
ulcer.
decide to die,
Look,
you know,
I'm a
yesterday.
busy man, so I'm going
So
back
the
to
ones
my
that broke the
office now.
news, like I said, it was IGN,
Why don't you
TMZ, and
join
also
me there,
ESPN.
and we'll talk.
Pro Wrestling Unlimited, guys. Timmy Buddy recently posted that
on second
yesterday.
thought, you can't
But he was
do
also
that,
not given the
'cause you don't
details
have
of
a
what happened to him.
warrant, do you?
I mean, honestly, I don't know.
What a douchebag.
But honestly, guys, if you look at somebody, like I said, guys, like Sabu, for instance, he does not make any disappointments. You look at Rick Rude, you look at Lex Luger. Now, I don't know if Sabu has looked up something involving Lex Luger back then. I think he may have been, or he may have not. But alright, guys, we also have Objects Investigation. And here's the thing about the tutorial system involving the objects, for example. So here's the thing about Objects Investigation. What you guys can see here, you can use Robocop Vision to investigate something with objects or people to find clues. But it's like if you're looking to investigate something, guys, you always want to see what's inside of it and what really is in between. Yeah, guys, you can investigate objects or people to find clues. Also, investigatable objects that are marked with question mark. So, guys, if we find something, you'll probably see a question mark in there. So, as you guys can see, we can also press L2, guys, when we're looking at it, and to investigate them. So, but here's the thing, guys. If we're looking to investigate something like, you know, whatever's inside of a system, inside of a wall, or have something on the floor, it would be like we could investigate something here and there. Once you guys understand, when it comes to clues, you do not want to leave something else on the table. Let somebody else have a scan. So what we're looking at, guys, looking at relevant to the case. So we are looking at a few important things right there. So that's what it really is. But back to Sabu, guys. I mean, Sabu was one of a kind. He was a great wrestler. You know, he was not. I don't think he was ever stabbed in the back when it comes to wrestling. So, but I don't know, guys. Sabu, I don't know what really happened, despite the fact when he actually passed. You know, what made him tick. But if I had to guess, I'm thinking. I mean, if I had to guess, guys, maybe some sort of health concern. I don't think he actually had him having a heart attack, I don't think so. But whatever, here's the thing, guys, whatever Sabu had that made him die yesterday at the age of 60, I think. I'm thinking he had some sort of disease. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But you never know. You don't know what's going to happen in the future, guys, especially with Sabu. But I just think whatever made him tick, it's not a good thing. It really isn't, but my prayers go out, guys, to the Sabu family and also with the Lord. Nobody can really, take anything, by force or anything by patience. Sabu was awesome in the ring, in my opinion. But alright, guys, Sabu died yesterday at the age of 60, with all due respect to his family and, taking a hard time when it comes to a wrestler or any performer or, anything in the wrestling business. So yeah, guys, Sabu was like 60 yesterday. May the man rest in peace. May ECW live forever for him. If I had to guess, Paul Heyman knew him, I think. But I don't think there's any surroundings beyond that either. Yeah, guys, there's not going to be another Sabu, to be honest, but he will always be in our hearts when it comes to wrestling and, have the crowd's attention for him. So, that's all that matters, guys. Sabu was exactly who he is. Yeah, guys, my Sabu, rest in peace. He died yesterday at the age of 60 years old, and I'm not gonna say any extra. But everybody had a lot of love for this man. That's all that matters. So for all of us guys, put the prayers, and also Sabu's family. Sabu passed away yesterday at the age of 60. May he rest in peace. May the wrestling world help him out and continue with Sabu's legacy. Family, continue what they're doing and keep everything else in our hearts. Hearts of the Lord, guys. Hey guys, Sabu was 60 yesterday. May he rest in peace, and may God have mercy on his soul. 60 years old, guys. We talk about a young age for a wrestling performer. Alright guys, speaking of other stuff today, if you guys want to catch more Robocop Rock City today. Now, I was gonna not really think about having, give me 1 second. There we go. So here's the thing, guys. I mean, I wasn't thinking about doing an episode today for Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games, since we actually killed a couple hunts, as I told you guys last week. Just to get a few things, to take and also have something to begin with. So when we actually did plenty of that going on, it's like, well, why not? And I'm like, why not, guys? Why don't we get an episode of Robocop Rock City today? Just to see what's going on. Just keep everything else fulfilled and also, going in its way. But like I said, guys, Sabu being 60 years old does not change the fact. It does not change anything else. But with wrestling, it really does.
I'm definitely getting more of
but
this
on the
stuff.
guys,
Who sold you
if you guys
drugs?
want to catch more Robocop Rock City today,
You are
or you guys
TV
want me
heroes.
to, get back to a game, it's actually on the schedule. Coming out of this week. We want me to call back under.
As long as you got cash.
What you guys need to do is like
Unfortunately,
it,
I'm
say
broke.
comment and follow. Comment and follow, guys.
You could
Good
help me
morning,
sneak into the basement.
Lucy,
I have a
Los
huge
Alamos.
stash of
Happy
goodies
belated
down
Mother's Day to you today.
Drugs
How you
in the
doing?
basement?
Happy
I will
belated
take
Monday,
care
by the
of
way,
that.
to you guys, and also
Would you really do
Lucy.
that for me?
Maybe
Way to
so if you
go,
guys are
TJ.
drinking coffee, if you're drinking hot chocolate, that's the way to, or even if you guys are taking a hot sour. Whatever really changes anything. You want to make sure you're not feeling left out, you're not feeling embarrassed. Nobody wants to feel something that's in between. We're actually doing a consecutive, we're actually doing a side quest, guys. It's
Open the
called
door.
Source Pursuit.
I have the warrant.
So what we're actually doing is, we want to see if we can,
somewhere.
guys, take an
You'd have to
opportunity
break
to
down this hardened
enter the
door
basement
if you wanna
behind this
get
door.
in.
That will not be a problem.
Yeah, guys, we are going to be staying active today, so nothing else would really be increasing. Apparently, guys, we see somebody with his own glasses or its shades, fall under here. I don't think we see that very often when it comes to movies or TV shows. But yeah, guys, remember, if you guys want to catch more of a game on the schedule, especially Robocop, this is actually episode number
Surrender
2,
your
by the way.
weapons.
All you guys need to do is like it, so comment and follow. Guys, like, so comment and follow. Make it so it's good to go. Make it so it's sounding good. Make it so we're great. And we don't want to have ourselves lose our juices. Because, like I said, guys, you never ever know who's gonna be next overall. As long as you know what you're doing, that's all that matters. You want to keep your instincts. You want to keep your health 100%, and do what we can for one another. Well, remember, guys, you do it because you do it. In your first place, one of them becomes a tournament. You can get that too quick, guys. But apparently that's just got to create with its head start. I haven't watched any new episodes of Family Guy. That's all I found out. And I did tell my two love guys. We actually watched a few things yesterday. So what we actually did watch is, we actually went down to Sue Love's mom, to her gravesite last night, and we got back, and apparently she actually wanted to. Was the first pick when it comes to Paramount Plus. So she apparently my true love and I decided to watch Days of Thunder with, guys, Tom Cruise behind the Mission Impossible movies, and also the Top Gun movies, Emma Stone, and also with Robert Duvall. The Robert Duvall, guys, he actually does play the manager behind Tom Cruise's character. So, so we actually did watch Days of Thunder. Days of Thunder is pretty much a NASCAR story. Now, if you guys remember watching Ford vs. Ferrari, you have Brad Pitt and also Christian Bale behind it. But Days of Thunder, guys, that movie's basically been out since. Now, a lot of us don't exactly forget movies when it comes to racing, sports, and whatnot. But apparently, guys, Days of Thunder has been out since 1987. You have Tom Cruise having, wanting to, have a few wins in his pocket, and, wanting to battle the big time. And what is the big time, guys, for NASCAR? Well, 9 times out of 10, it's kind of like racing in Daytona. And that's exactly what it really is. Daytona 500. We talk about the Indy 500. I do know, back when Lindsey Lohan was actually, in one racing movie, it's actually wanted to drive and Dustin Long back then. But the thing about racing is like it takes a lot of, basically guys, it takes a lot of training. You talk about wanting to change the game. You want to make sure you have something that's in between as well. Here's the thing, guys. Back when that movie was out, back when Days of Thunder was out, NASCAR actually got started back then. So basically, guys, Tom Cruise did play this one racing that wanted to get inside and outside of NASCAR. Driving a car and also having romance between Emma Stone's character. Tom Cruise's character's name, guys, was Colt Zwickle, if you remember. Now, my true love remembers NASCAR, involving her family, for example. I haven't watched a lot of NASCAR during that time. And then we watched a little bit of 1923. I don't think I told you guys 1923 as much. You guys have Harrison Ford, and Robert Patrick. And what's my true love and I are thinking about watching. You guys may or may not find this funny. Well, we'll get to more of that in just a little while. Once we get through social media, you see, guys, we're just coming out of Mother's Day from yesterday. Well, yeah, guys, remember, like and share the stream, like, so, comment, and follow. Take your time, and do not get yourselves frozen or hot. But yeah, guys, for your king and your luckiest man, remember, guys, like it, so, comment, and follow. Like, so, comment, and follow, guys. Make sure we have something to send and deliver.
Can't a guy
And
just
not get
sell drugs to
ourselves,
kids without you harassing
so
him every
petty.
5 minutes?
We're looking to
Who
buy
am I
it.
hurting,
If you guys
huh?
have toys,
They all want
not
it.
exactly involving
Where do I
anything else
find
drawn to
suit?
the attention
Well,
or the
if that's
landscape.
the case,
But yeah,
shut
guys,
it,
remember,
bozo. Unless
by the
you
time we
wanna
go
end up
back
in
to
the
WoW
ghost house
tomorrow,
like that cop's
I'm going to be looking
informant.
inside of WoW on
And
Tuesday. And also, guys, we're going back with Victor on Wednesdays going forward. Just to continue what we're doing. It's going to be exactly what I'm leaning towards. I think probably from now on. That's the case, we have that meeting. I don't know when we're going to have that meeting. It's going to be last week, but my guess is probably this week. Don't know what damn time it's going to be. As long as it does not flush it down the toilet. I'm hoping it doesn't, but like I said, guys, when we get the time for Kevin and Caleb, we'll have some time on our hands. But on the guys, it's mostly anything we can, get to, and also think about doing. But as far as anything else, it does not have to wind the reins. Well, guys, we found one clue here, and that would be inside of a phone. Now, a lot of people use phones like that, if you remember. Good morning, Victoria. Good morning, Romeo. Mega love shout out to you guys this morning. How are you? Mega love shout out. How are you? How are you guys today? Hopefully you guys had a belated Mother's Day on the weekend. Mother's Day overall was a little bit good, but apparently somebody was trying to reach out to my ass last night and wanting to watch the movie. I'm like, if you want if you wanted to do something earlier, that would have been perfect. But so that's my guys, my top priority. My true love actually wanted to do something, so that's why we went and paid tribute to between my true love's mom and actually my true love's mother to really, just to give her fake flowers and say some things about her last night, and she just wanted me to come over for a while, so. And she was actually not begging me, but trying to please me for a while. So I'm like, gosh dang it, that's fine. We can also see, guys, we actually have a safe code. So we have level 2 required. So, I don't think Robocop can do level 1 following the code yet. But it all depends. How much it can really stand and deliver. And also benefit too. Love Zane Blogs. Good morning Zane, make a love shout out. By the way, thank you for posting that video with the lovely Zoe Blogs. I don't know what you guys were doing, but it could be anything. Well guys, speaking of other stuff today, remember guys, like it, share, comment, and follow, and like and share the stream, and stay connected to the channel guys. Do not let people underestimate you, or try to bully you. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, guys, ever since I go back to Robocop Rock City right now, to kick off this morning, I've said this already, I'll say it again. It's only been like 3 weeks. Not above damsel distress for your first place winner. Over 20 years plus for bowling for me. So it's only been like 3 weeks, as far as I can tell you, and also try to spell it out in between. And also keeping everything else 100%. But it's quite some time. Trust me. But yeah, if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, like continuing Robocop Rock City, and have something in between to involve. But yeah, thank you for the kiss, theme blocks. Now, how's the Joy Blocks doing? I mean, she's also being a little bit funny too. Her and the one that does the likes and also the views. That would be guys Rincey. Now, Rincey, I actually love her to heaven. She knows what kind of stuff that I want. And it does not have a guilty pleasure. It really doesn't. Now, I was going to look up the accolades of Sabu, since we lost him since he died yesterday, guys, as I mentioned, at the age of 60. So, I haven't jumped into that yet. Hold on, guys. Well, I guess we have, hold on, I don't think we got any skills yet. Well, guys, actually, we're going to have an opportunity right now. I'm not sure how many skills we have yet. I think we only have like 1, or like 2. I'm not 100% sure. So, guys, I think what I'm going to do is do something that's more simple. I'm going to go ahead and do combat, and then... Yeah, I decided to do combat. So, the thing about combat, guys, since we activated the first ability on the top of your screen, we actually get 5% bonus weapon damage. We can also get to, shockwave by stunning nearby enemies for a short amount of time. Reloading strike, guys. The thing about reloading is it also determines a successful punch connecting with an enemy reloading with all carried weapons. And then you guys have the bottom. And that'll be the last one, guys. That is enchanted shockwave. The more powerful shockwave that instantly kills nearby enemies. So that really does take care of it. So we actually just unlocked 1 skill for the time being. But other than that, guys, as far as other stuff goes, yeah, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. Support my channel, guys. Connected. Do not get yourselves frozen, or else you actually do not know what's going to happen next.
You feel lonely,
but take your time. But the most important thing, guys, and the most important rule to elaborate on for your king and your luckiest man is love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. With our 625 mods today, guys, I'm going to quickly talk to Kowalski. Well,
How
Kowalski.
can I assist you, officer?
As long as it's not Rick
I'm
Kowalski
trying to
from
catch this
Canopen
one shifty
Bowling,
dealer.
but,
This guy
could be
steals nuke
somebody
from other
else.
pushers to sell it at
We
half
never know.
price.
But
This
guys,
GoPad buys from him, but won't tell
yeah,
me his
guys,
whereabouts.
love, support, I repeat,
I don't
guys,
know any
love,
dealer.
support, and respect is the key.
You're carrying
It's the
from
awesome
three
and
different
creative.
pushers, so
About
you either like to walk
625
miles
mods
to buy
today.
nuke,
Do what we
or you
can for one
appreciate a
another.
discount.
And remember,
Don't
guys,
take it out on
you
me
do
'cause
it
the guy
because
broke
it's
your
driven.
nose?
No, I don't know if
As you
I
can
don't think
see, he
Speed
doesn't
Race
want
is
to
on
cooperate.
Paramount. I know it's from a different company that I can tell you. Good morning, brother Leon. Make a love shout out, my man. Leon, did you hear that Sabu passed away yesterday?
Do not worry.
Now,
According to my
I'm not sure if
directives,
you
there
heard
are
brother
several
Leon,
ways to
but there's
convince
been a
him to
bunch of
cooperate.
news. There were not about
I ain't gonna
stupidity,
let
but
it
there was
reprogram my
serious,
brain.
and there
We
was
can talk,
a lot of
but don't let it drill
heartbreaking,
into
and
my
there was
head,
a lot of
okay?
teardrops from
The
the
guy's
fans
name's
and his
Maurice,
family.
but I don't know where to find him. I always arrange
If you
a
haven't
place over
checked it
at
out, brother
Payphone.
Leon,
I'll give you
I'm
the
pretty
number.
sure you know what I'm
Let's hope it
looking
works.
at.
The
See
dealer
what we're
knows where the others are.
having any dispute.
We could collect
What did
loot
you
from
think
the
of
whole neighborhood
Sabu,
if we
brother
get to him.
Leon? If you
I
want to
will
talk
take
a little
care of
bit
it.
involving it.
But you need to find a payphone
But yeah,
first.
guys, making sure we're
Try near
sounding
the
good, making
supermarket.
sure we're great,
I think at least one of them
and not
hasn't been
getting
smashed by
ourselves,
vandals yet.
you know, average. But yeah, guys, we only have 625 mods today. Do what we can for one another, and making sure we have something to handle. But yeah, guys, we're at 625 mods and our followers. That's with us, and also keeping ourselves active and passive present. If we're offline,
Nice shiny
I mean,
armor,
online is
officer.
very important.
Wanna be my
Otherwise,
knight?
so basically, guys, Sabu was ranked number 5 out of 500 wrestlers this year. So like I think, guys, my prayers go out to the Sabu family. He now gets to go with God now to talk about his stories and his accolades. So I thought I would give you guys the accolades for Sabu. So basically, guys, Sabu was, I guess he wasn't saying brother Leon. I actually mentioned that earlier today during the stream. He was also the great Sabu. He was also Sabu the Elephant Boy. And yes, guys, Tony Blanc. Now, he was actually 6 foot, 235 pounds. So the thing about Sabu, guys, he's actually a former ECW champion. Yeah, guys, he won the ECW World title twice, and also, guys, the NWA World title once. Now, who could possibly forget, guys? Sabu did an awesome job in the ring. That's all I can say. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. When we meet and greet, we acknowledge other people, have a lot of socialization, and, you know, we talk about wanting to socialize with people. You know, you want to take your time and looking to see what's going on in between. We also have another objective unlocked, guys. Who killed Casey Carmel? I mean, that's a new thing for Robocop.
He's my favorite TV star.
But yeah, guys, we want to make sure everything
Kurt's
else
finally
is,
had a reason to watch
you know,
something other than the
understandable.
fast food channel.
People don't have to have, you know, bank concerns or, did you watch Sabu in the ring back in the 90s, brother Leon? Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the bottom boxing for
I am also
Robocop.
happy to assist with
Making
cases
sure it's much
that are
more
not cut out
active
for
and
media
suitable
grade.
to the status.
Can you tell
Whatever
me
it
what
could be.
happened here?
But yeah, guys,
Nasty
it's awesome and
murder. Victim is a
creative.
white female,
And so we have a lot
mid-20s,
of energy
identified as
for
Casey
our group.
Carmel.
And yes,
Had
guys,
a
our
history of
popularity,
petty crime and
entertainment, and
prostitution,
energy.
but,
And yes, guys,
believe it or
knowledge is
not,
power.
that's her real
And we
name.
want to tweet such and such
Any
when we
leads?
meet and greet and socialize
Case
with
is
people's
closed.
channels
OCP
and,
won't spend a
you know,
single
making
dime
sure
on
we
the
have
murder of a
something at
prostitute.
launch.
Cost
ourselves in
optimization.
Any
Fancy
time we
name for
manage
you
to
don't
find
give a shit
people,
about
guys,
poor
making sure
people.
we have something to
So if you were to
control,
look around
or
the
to have any
crime scene, you
self-esteem,
would potentially
or to
be
have you guys
exposing
be
OCP
broken-hearted,
to extra costs.
or wanting to have something
If you want to
memorable.
do that,
I mean, the way people
our
think about
guest.
wrestlers. You talk about Sabu, you talk about Terry Funk.
Do you have
But
any
honestly, guys,
thoughts
if you think
that
about the
murder?
wrestler memories,
I bet the
talk
girl
about
was
Psycho
killed
Sid.
somewhere else.
The Psycho
The
Sid, guys,
body
was a
only dumped
two-time,
here.
you know,
We
one,
got the
he
tire
was a
tracks,
two-time
drag marks.
WWE
We
champion.
find a car that
He
matches.
beat Shawn
we'll find our
Michaels,
perp.
and then he beat
I guess the perp had his hands
Bret
covered
Hart
in some
to become
green,
a
blue
world champion
guacamole
twice.
goo, and
Then he
the
went into
body's covered in
WrestleMania
why does it always
13,
come back to food with
and
you?
recently
Anyway, we need
he
to do a
lost to the
proper
undefeated
analysis.
Undertaker. So so that was something to think about too. But you never know. You just don't know when your time is come. Oh yeah, well guys, Leon in the chat
The guy's
says,
a
I heard the
loon, a
INC
mental
called,
patient. He
called
thinks
him
that
Savvy
aliens
once.
dumped the body
Well,
here.
Savvy, yeah.
Talk to him if you
I mean,
want.
Savvy was another nickname
Just
that
prepare
Savvy
to
was
hear a
called.
tall
So,
tale about green people.
but no other wrestlers would be different. You talk about being the same as you are. That's all that matters.
The best way to cut the costs.
I mean, guys,
of
anytime we
policing
manage to
is
benefit,
to cut the
have something
criminals down.
flexible, enjoyable, and
Tell me
suitable to
about
watch
it.
on
I'd
the
enjoy the
YouTube
force to
channel
pick up
and
dead
any live
bodies off the
stream to
street.
share. All we have to
but
do,
what can we
guys, is
do?
build it. Following Sarah, guys. Having something memorable and have something to look around and also, remember a lot of things. No, I'm pretty sure Sabu did actually have a mother, I would assume. I think he did. His family loved him so much inside and outside the ring. I know Bret Hart actually was with Stu Hart a long time ago. Learned a lot of his wrestling moves, especially the sharpshooter. Sharpshooter was actually trained that Bret Hart did actually enjoy and adore to use. Making wrestlers tap out for a title, guys, for a title, or doing something otherwise for that as well. But if you guys think about it, it's like, Psycho Sid, Bret Hart, and now Sabu and Psycho Sid. All the greatest wrestlers of all time, making a name for themselves and having different nicknames. That's all it can really, catch anything. But on the guys, all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah, for your king and your luckiest man. And, yeah, guys, all we have to do is set in stone. Like so we're having our eyes open. And all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on our 3 apps with our channels on YouTube. And the only apps you guys can follow me on is Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So follow Sarah out, guys, on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I have been on YouTube and an awesome amount, and also having a lot of history, and also a lot of people coming in.
Yeah,
Now, you guys remember how long I've been on YouTube for?
Let's try to find other clues.
I've officially been on YouTube and stayed active for 8 years. Been on Twitter and Facebook for 6 years. And just to make it short and sweet, not to have any gas or have any smoke on the floor or have something people may or may not see. But you're also scanning, guys, blood type AB. And when it comes to blood type, if people are having alcohol or have some sort of drugs in it, that shit is not good enough for you. Hold on. Lucy, did you know Sabu? That was like 6 years old this week. We don't know what the damn details was. He pretty much had a damn thing that was bothering him, I would assume. But, honestly, guys, we just don't know. But I do know, could be according to TMZ or other info that covers it. The original seat, guys, was related to Sabu. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So that's the only thing I'm not sure of, or to have anything to concern. But the thing about that, guys, Sabu also did work a little bit more with, maybe. That's a big maybe, guys, with the Iron Sheik. That was back when Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was calling him, Ohana, as far as the Iron Sheik goes. And yes, guys, Iron Sheik, Zabronis, because I know The Rock, as the final boss, still does that, so I know he was on a backlash over the weekend, prior to traveling issues or looking to, stay by filming a movie or something. But yeah, guys, I have been on YouTube for 8 years, going into 9 years on July 30th of this year. And for me, guys, I'll be transforming to 7 on Facebook and Twitter by the time we get to that point, and also that safe haven. And for your king, guys, and your luckiest man. So for now, guys, I've been on YouTube, on the social media today for 8, and betting for 6, guys, on Twitter, X, and Facebook, all together. And my true love and I, guys. My true love and I have officially been together of a magic 8. I'm talking about, guys, apparently my sweetheart and I have been together for 8 years. I repeat, guys, my true love and I have been together and been around and been with each other for 8 years. So guys, my true love and I have been together for 8 years now, and going into 9 for next year's night to sign. Now, guys, as far as my musketeer goes, I lost my true love once and one time. I'm not going to lose her ass twice because she actually needed comfort during Mother's Day last night. I actually responded to a late mother's tombstone and also her being up in heaven and whatnot. But here's the thing, guys. The way I look at my future fiancée, she's actually lost her mom for 28 years now. That takes a lot of things. We're talking about a lot of love, a lot of traveling, or the time together with the family, the friends, and all that good stuff. But you see, guys, if I was going, here's the thing, guys. If I was hoping again to get my true love's mom, get something for her tombstone, I honestly would have done that set, to be honest. Not exactly go for broke all the time, so. So basically, I was going to get her roses if What's Her Face on Facebook would have not messed around, or have something to effect by watching a movie.
Nah.
I mean, I would have watched the movie, but my true love would have told me no. But that's a long story. But yeah, I mean, it's not about what you do. It's all about who gets the last say, and who you want to spend Mother's Day with. It's like if you want to go with your true love as well.
The guy who dumped the body here. I saw him.
I don't think probably people wouldn't stop you. If you want to spend time with your mom, go out to dinner, get her roses,
it's as simple
go
as
on
it
vacation.
Gets. Aliens did it.
Just try to relax with your family.
I've been investigating them for years.
People shouldn't
they
have
sent
to
rats
stop
to
you.
spy on me.
People shouldn't have to
They don't
encourage
want me
you.
to show you
It's
this
something
list.
you do not want
It's
to
a
do.
list of aliens living in Detroit.
That's why I hope you guys had a
37,617 of
memorable
them.
Mother's Day yesterday.
Murderer included.
But Mother's Day overall was good.
Most
a little
likely
bit
a
good.
van with a custom extended
Spent time with
wheelbase.
true love for a
Does your list
while.
contain
Watch a
any
few things on
information
Paramount
on such
Plus.
a vehicle?
And a few good things.
Jackpot! I've
But
got a
alright,
guy
guys,
with a van that matches
your
your
king and
description.
your luckiest
I
man.
don't know his ID.
Yes, guys, are
but I know where
popularity,
you can find
entertainment,
him.
and energy.
A film set
And a
near
lot of
the
something
courthouse.
special.
They're
That's
shooting
going to be
a
the
TV
end of our
commercial
social
that's
media
run by
today,
aliens,
guys.
so
The
it all must have
I'm hoping
discovered
Thursday
something there,
just drag it
and they
out.
got her.
If you guys have any
That
questions or
must have
answers,
been what's
keep
happened.
it locked in. If you have any issues or not a lot of problems or have anything else to resolve,
What is the
or
purpose
have
of your
anything
list?
to propose,
It's my tool
whatever you
to
guys
spread
want
the
to
truth.
figure out and work
I
out.
update it every month and add it to
Well,
my
guys,
newsletter.
also,
You should read
the other
it.
thing we do
It's free.
is something that's very simple.
You'll find out some stuff that you wouldn't see on TV.
If you guys are looking to have better and better gaming
what?
experience, we're
Take
looking
the moon landing,
to,
for
get special
example.
offers or,
Didn't happen.
wanted to
Why?
take something
Because
you
the
guys
moon
can
doesn't
enjoy.
exist.
Like
First time
gameplay.
hearing about it?
Looking to look inside or outside the trailers. Ola Zohan, make a love shout out. Happy belated Mother's Day to you.
Why do you think that
my loves,
aliens
how you
run the
doing?
set?
Who do you think runs the advertising business?
Ola, are you able
They're
to
stuffing
help out
commercials
my
with
channel?
subliminal messages.
I know
They,
Lucy
they,
Warren
they
wants
use
to talk
additional
to us.
film frames with commands to make us obey.
Now,
Don't you know what happens
as
to
far as
those
anything
who
else
watch
goes,
TV?
nobody would really, get in front of other people. When it comes to being in line, we're looking to pre-order a game at GameStop, looking to get some on Steam. Now, speaking of Steam, guys,
Why do you think that aliens are?
if you guys are looking to
I saw the
bring
guy who
how
dumped
much
the
money
body
you want
here.
on Steam,
I saw his
you guys
skin.
will have enough. But if you
It was
guys are a little bit
green and
short
glowing like those
you guys
toy
go after
dinosaurs
special
that children
discounts
play
on
with,
Steam.
And years later,
You know,
develop
it seems
serious
like really-
diseases from.
It's something you guys want to get into. Whatever games that are out there. Whatever something you guys can display and get a hold of. I mean, it all depends what it is. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, never mind. But alright, guys, what I'm about to say, it starts with an S. So, guys, with our 625 mods and our followers, and yes, guys, our biggest, strongest, awesome, amazing, intelligent, massive,
What is the purpose
exciting,
of your
strongest,
list?
It's my tool
largest,
to spread
amazing
the
power of
truth.
our strongest
I
community,
update
guys.
it every month and add it to my
Head over
newsletter.
to the Steam store.
You should
Head over
read
to the
it.
Steam store,
It's
guys.
free. You'll
Make a
find
game
out some
account.
stuff that you wouldn't see on TV.
Yeah, guys, if
Like
you're looking to
what?
make a name for yourself,
Take the
if you're
moon
looking to buy
landing,
a
for
game,
example.
like I said,
Didn't
guys,
happen.
for all of
Why?
us that are here,
Because the
and
moon
also,
doesn't exist.
celebrating Mother's Day
First
from,
time hearing about it?
this past weekend,
That's why you
head
need
over
my
to the Steam
newsletter.
store. Head over to the Steam store, make a game account, grab the pre-orders and in-store purchases. You guys can buy any games you want. And quickly, guys,
I
you
will
guys know my
verify
name
your
on Steam.
statement.
Then that's been around for 4
Nevertheless, I
years.
recommend you consult a psychiatrist
I've been around for over
at
4
the
years on
earliest
Steam.
possible
Nobody would be
time.
jobless or, never felt
Now,
concerned.
the set.
Or not being a strong human being, as people should be. Or the way a lot of us can elaborate today. Coming over the weekend and having a terrible tragedy of Sabu and, all the bad stuff that came around. Let's have a lot of conspiracy and also, guys, health questions too. Whatever it could be. So, guys, head over to the Steam store. Make a name, pre-order, and make in-store purchases, guys, on Steam, and buy something. Yeah, guys, head over to Steam. Head over to the Steam store, guys, and buy something. If you guys are going after an old game, buy a special game. If you guys are getting, something more obvious and also easier. So, guys, if you're looking to buy some on Steam, get your butts over to Steam and take care of something. Make a transaction. Watch some gameplay trailers. And do your own honest opinions on the game. Whatever treats you right. Whatever sounds good
I'll
to
learn
you.
less if you hang around here.
So head over to the Steam store, guys, and buy something. If you guys are buying old games, if you guys are going after good games that are in front of you, taking one game at a time, have something with an inside of an awesome storyline, have something special, and just really see how good a game is that you guys can get in touch with. A storyline, a lot of grinding, a lot of something in order. As you guys can see in the phone booth, that you guys can see here, it's out of order. As long as people want to pay 25 cents, that's an answer a phone call. I know it takes a little time period just to get to that. I don't think I used a payphone in a while, but I know GTA Vice City had a few of them, as far as I can recall. But yeah, guys, if you're looking to, head over to the Steam store. Look me up, guys, Zach Dawson 93. If you guys have nothing, you tell you have nothing to lose. But head over to Steam, guys, and buy something. You guys will get bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite at one time. You guys go after one of the two. Whatever sounds good to you. Take your time, and do not get yourselves pressured. And make yourselves known or self-pity. So you guys go after any of the two for bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite. If you're having a lot of fun, you guys go after any games you want. And make something collective and see what you guys think of it. But yeah, guys, you guys go after anything you want, when you want, anytime you want.
What is happening?
If you guys are going
here?
after special deals on
They're
Steam,
shooting a
you
TV
guys cannot expect
commercial
any
for
more
Sunblock
in
5000.
between.
Night does
But
not
going after
seem
Bucks
an
Rocket League
appropriate
or Fortnite,
time
guys,
for such practice.
make sure it's much more further.
They
with
ran
no
into some
extra
problems,
cost.
and it's running later
Maybe
than
you guys are
expected.
getting the special
I
offers today
swear,
on
we're
Steam.
staying here
Coming
until
out of
we
Mother's
finish.
Day from
You're doing
past
it without
Sunday
me.
off the bat.
Jerry, don't you think
If you guys are going after special
You better
offers,
find us another understudy so
there's
we
like
can get this over with.
I mean,
Let him
anytime
in.
there's like 4 games that are special offers on a single day, it's pretty much something that can really build. Good morning, Resistant. Make a love shout out to you, sir. Give me 1 second. Hold on. There we go. Make a love shout out to the musician. Hold on, let me double check the chat for a second. Good morning, the musician. Happy belated Mother's Day to you, sir. How you doing? Good to see you again this morning. How are you? But yeah, guys, if you're looking to get special offers, after yesterday during Mother's Day, you guys can buy games like
I have
Tibbleborn.
reason to believe that
And the
someone
thing about
from your crew
Tibbleborn,
is involved in a crime.
I think it's based on
They found a
something
green
inside of
blue
a game.
substance like your sunblock at the crime
The
scene.
offer's going to be ending
The
on the
suspect was
17th.
driving a van with a custom
As far as
extended
I'm looking at it
wheelbase.
in perspective.
We use a lot of different vans, but
No, if you guys are looking to buy Tibbleborn, the
In
game
that
is
case,
like
I would like to look
$24.49.
actually,
You guys can go after
you
the
could
rest,
be
no
of
rest
some
for the
use to me,
wicked, the
too.
breeds.
I have a
Now
problem here.
this game in the
and his
middle,
name's
guys,
Jerry.
it's almost like $30.
Jenkins.
I don't think
I need a
there's
reason to cancel
some
his
sort of
contract, and I
punk
think you could find one for me.
somebody's ear.
That does not sound like a task
Now you guys can pay
of a
more
police
for
officer.
paying less than a game.
But it
Whatever
could be,
people
though.
want
I'm sure
to
he's
have any
guilty of
transaction.
something. You just
When using a
have to
credit
find
card
out
or
what
any
it is.
Steam gift card
I
that
can give
people
you
want to
access
use.
to anything without a
You
warrant.
guys can go after the Seidel. And the thing about the Seidel, I don't think that
Your
game is
proposal may be
self
considered
punishment.
punitive. I will hold
But I
anyone
do
who breaks the
know
law
that game is
responsible.
not as bad,
I believe
as far
that.
as I know.
Dig deep.
But apparently,
But
guys,
Mr.
the
Big Shot
Seidel,
doesn't
the
have a
Seidel's
clear
price today on
conscience.
Steam is
Start with the
$7.49.
computer. There's a
And
list
you guys
of
go
vehicles
after
allowed
best
to
as
park on
well
set there.
for
But
$7.19.
look for
So
something
those are
on
your special
Jenkins, too.
offers for today. If you're looking to get other games that are special and want to get something much more to involve and also take care of, you guys go after the former Pro Fantasy Football 2024. That's like $20 on Steam right now. And you guys can go after Pro Fantasy Football 2023 for $15 on Steam. So I don't think there's anything else that would tell you guys good or tell you guys differently. Do not get yourselves replaced and not knowing what game is good. Nobody's to tell you otherwise for that. Nobody's to tell you. You actually want to get the games that you want to buy. Whatever sounds good to you. Whatever sounds improved. It makes sure there's much more to, that's to make a career out of it. So, yeah, guys, we're looking at a few good things. A few important things. Goes by the name of Nikki Troy. You have the one with night suiting preparation. You guys have the codes, and you also have Zoe's duty, and not much in between. But I don't think Die Hard with the Vengeance became the only movie to use that, computer that's made of technology and whatnot. I mean, I would like to think so, but you never know what the answer would be. Or whatever could be changing the game, or changing anything. If we're looking to get a better deal, you guys go after a game called Titanfall 2. Now, Titanfall 2, guys, has a better and better offer on Steam. I would like to get Titanfall 2, but I don't think I would play it on the console. Because I've had it for over 4 years, continuously. So the thing about Titanfall 2, this game is like $4.49 on Steam right now. So Titanfall 2 has been around for 9 years. That's all we can elaborate on. If you guys are looking to do something that people haven't played and wanted to play and buy something new, if you're looking to buy a game for $70 plus on a PS5, Xbox Series, or whatever you guys can build on. It's kind of like playing a game you haven't done yet, or looking to have something that's worth spending, or wanting to tackle, or wanting to take something in between. So guys, if you're looking to buy any games on Steam, hold on, the musician says he wants me to do the Duxon. Well, we don't have any. Well, we haven't unlocked any ability points yet, but thank you for telling me, by the way. But like I said, guys, if we're looking to buy new games, especially the pre-orders that are not delayed until next year, for example, if we're looking to get the games that I want, and what I'm hoping to get out of this before the Game Awards hit, and also Christmas hits, if you guys are looking to pre-order Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, no, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to go ahead and climb up a mountain and tell you guys this right now. So, let me tell you something. I don't think there's any news flash behind that completely. But the only answer I can give you guys, if I'm looking to get the new Tony Hawk on July 11th, I don't think there's any possibility. But if I had to guess, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 is still going to be coming out, guys, and releasing on July 11th. By the time we hit summer, so it's before we go back to bowling, and we're going back to cheerleading in the next couple of weeks. That's why we were supposed to have that meeting, but nobody would have had to have Mad Dog Russo saying what he's mad about. Just to have something generous and what's bothering, the fans and himself, actually. But yeah, guys, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. Now, the price for the game, for the PS5 is concerned, well, I know the game is going to be not exactly $70.
The evidence I have
or nobody
gathered
will give a
shows
rat's
that
ass
you
how much it is.
are connected to the investigation that I am conducting.
But here's the thing, guys.
So
If
what?
I'm looking to get something with Tony Hawk, just to really have its own instincts, I think we'll have no
the
problem with
perpetrator
it.
was someone with skin that seemed to be covered with sunburn.
I do know, guys, Tony Hawk Pro
I
Skater
saw the
3 and 4
storyboard. You
is
fit the
exactly a
description.
remake.
Nice
Now,
try.
a
But
lot
I
of us
won't even
remember
touch that
doing
toxic goo.
Pro Skater 1
I've
and
got
2
it in
of
the
Tony
contract.
Hawk.
I
Now,
use
remember, I
body
had a lot
doubles
of
for
fun
all the
with
shots
that,
where I'm supposedly covered with
ages
it.
and years
Wait,
ago.
That
It was
bitch
actually on the
sent you
PS4
after me,
back
didn't
then.
she? She's looking for a
Though
way
I
to
haven't
screw
looked
me
at
over
any
and hide her
things
incompetence.
on inside or outside of
You want to
gameplay.
investigate something?
But I have
then ask her
heard
about the
Pro
guy
Skater
she
3
hired
and
as the
4 to be
understudy.
interesting.
his face looks like a
I
walking
don't think it'll win
mugshot.
Game of the Year.
On top of that, I
But I
bet
repeat,
he's the one
guys,
who stole my
since we're
ring.
inside of Steam,
See what
and
she has to
also
say about
not
it,
out of our
pal.
heads. When it comes to better and better gaming, for this year, I have 2025, for example. I mean, a lot of people have an understatement. I still think, if it wasn't for GTA 6 not delaying its own stuff, and having its own I actually did not watch the second trailer this month,
I spoke
You know,
with Jenkins.
I mean, not
He
much,
mentioned
not much
that
for the
you hired
PS5
a
and
criminal.
Xbox Series.
This individual
I just
may
don't
be the
think,
perpetrator I am looking for.
I entirely do not
You mean
think
the understudy?
that game's going to be going
Did
to
Jenkins tell
Switch
you
2
that I
by
hired
far.
him? He was
People are
the
going
one
to be
who
wasting
recommended
too
him
much
for the
time.
job. Don't believe me?
But yeah,
Check
but yeah,
the
guys,
camera
Tony Hawk
footage
Pro
to
Skater
see
3
what
and
good
4,
friends they
it's
are.
going to be like, well, apparently, guys, the game itself is not going to cost that much. But if I'm looking to tackle the son of a bitch on July by then, it'll be 1 week
Where is the
after,
understudy now?
celebrating
I
our
have no
Independence
idea.
Day.
And
You know,
that's
watch
the whole point.
fireworks,
We
have a lot
can't
of
keep
family
shooting
gathering,
because he's
and
disappeared.
do what
Guy's in
really,
hospital or
what
worse,
we can do.
because if he's
So
not, I'll
basically,
kill
guys,
him myself.
the game itself of Tony Hawk,
It's a joke,
it's going to be
of
no
course.
more than $50
You
for the
understand jokes,
PS5.
don't you?
I might get Tony Hawk this year, but I don't
Where is
think
the
it's going to
understudy
be
now?
ruin
I
anything.
have no idea.
Which I don't think it
And
will.
that's the whole
So,
point. We can't keep shooting
so the
because
answer, if
he's
I'm going to get
disappeared.
Tony Hawk,
hope
I have a
guy's
little
in
bit of a slight
hospital or
chance
worse,
that I might
because
get the
if he's
game.
not, I'll kill him myself.
If you guys are looking to
It's a joke,
pre-order
of course.
Delta
You
Snake Eater
understand
on August
jokes, don't you?
28th. Now, I did tell you guys, the last few times, the only
Show
games
me
that I
the
see,
footage.
a lot of us can occupy on, and making sure we're
Check the
studying
camera
hard with
footage.
them. The only three games that I honestly think will have a lucky opportunity to win this year's Game Awards, and also the Game of the Year by far. See, guys, the only games that I see either Borderlands 4 doing the job
Who are you,
for it,
pal?
for your king and your luckiest man,
Special
and a lot of us here
services.
today, Delta Snake
Proceed,
Eater,
man.
or Assassin's
I've
Creed
got a
Shadows.
place.
Those are the only 3 games that I see winning, as far as I can tell
Of
you.
course, Mr. Jenkins,
People
I'll take
may
Take it
agree with
and
it,
get lost.
or like it or hate
The
it.
smell of
But
hard-boiled eggs
in my
mixing with
honest
this green
opinion,
shit makes
that's
me
what I'm
want to puke.
honestly
Looking at your
I'm
face
thinking
doesn't
right
help
now.
either.
I see 3 of these games winning. But I honestly think, guys, Borderlands 4 would be my top pick, my top
You-
candidate. Towards the
You
end
mentioned
of the
something
year.
about special services.
Delta Snake Eater would
Only the
not be
best in
sworn.
Detroit.
We're pretty much that small to
I
no
find that hard
benefit
to believe.
to win this gameplay.
I've got just the
So you
girl
never
for
know.
you. Her name's
Um,
Casey. She's
No names.
Assassin's Creed Shadows would not be head over heels, since it recently has been surpassing, million after million copies for the game itself. So, but if I'm thinking of Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to win,
Your
I
understudy
for one,
offered you
would not be
the
mistaken
services of a prostitute.
if Delta Snake Eater
She was
would
likely
win.
the prostitute who was
But,
killed.
People
but
are
my first
things
choice,
all the
guys,
time.
I'm
But that
predicting.
doesn't mean I
I'm only
accept every
predicting.
one of them.
Borderlands 4 being my
Withholding
my
information
top
about
winner,
illegal activity is
and then
also a crime.
Assassin's Creed Shadows behind Metal
If that's
Gear.
the case,
So
I wouldn't be the only
that's what I'm
criminal in
thinking.
this goddamn
Now, speaking
business.
of other stuff, guys,
You know
we're
what?
looking to change the game,
Now
and
that I
also
think
looking
about
to,
it,
elaborate
why shouldn't I help the
something
law
important,
enforcement of this here
or
beautiful
have
city?
something you guys
Where
can
can
play
I
with
find the
storylines and
understudy?
also a
He
lot
works
of
at a
beautiful
gas
music,
station nearby.
romance.
But I don't
we're
think
gonna
that's his
grind the
main source
levels
of income.
on English
I am not done with you
RPGs
yet.
and perspective,
Do not leave the
and being an
city.
expertise. If you guys are going after Final Fantasy, like I said, guys, if you're looking to buy Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, Elden Ring, we're looking to get The Last of Us. I haven't heard any set on like I said, guys, on The Last of Us Part 3. I doubt we're gonna get it anytime soon. But I do know. Now, 9 times out of 10, guys, we all know Elden Ring Night Reign's coming out soon. But I don't see that game aggravating Tony Hawk, to be honest. If I had to guess if Elden Ring Night Reign's gonna win this year, I think that answer's gonna be tough otherwise. I mean the only time Elden Ring has won, you're talking about having a heated, awesome percentage battle. You're talking about Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok. But I haven't heard anything on God of War Egypt. If I had to think of a theory, just not really kid aside or have inside of a box or be inside of a tool set, I'm thinking if God of War Egypt is going to be releasing for a gaming consoles, it probably won't be until next year. Whatever Tokyo Game Show does with Kingdom Hearts 4. Guys, let's keep everything else. Let's keep everything else in between. So, like I said, I have no clue. So, if I had to guess, I'm honestly thinking whatever comes out of it, I'm thinking Elden Ring Night Rain may have a bit of a chance. But I don't think it'll stand tall behind, guys, the big guns. You talk about Borderlands 4 and Delta Snake Eater. And especially Assassin's Creed Shadows. And I don't think Elden Ring Night Rain was to surpass the top two candidates. I mean, in my opinion. But I love RPGs, guys, since I was a kid. I've always been a hardcore badass as a king and the luckiest man to you guys ever since I was a kid. Even though it's not going to be able to start or have something to, glue your eyes on. What the best RPGs? Guys, exploration is the best thing to do. If you're looking to buy items. I haven't heard anything on Dragon Quest 12 yet either. But I don't think a lot of us would assume if Tokyo Game Show will have something to elaborate on. At least not right now. We'll wait and see what happens till we get September by then. If you guys are in the sports games, that's where me, guys, as your king, your luckiest man, talks about baseball. If any of you guys looking to have Mother's Day, if you're playing sports games, if you guys are going after soccer, baseball, football, basketball, hockey, basketball or golf, you guys can buy any sports games, make your own game plan, make your own history in the books, and get your team to victory, get your own self as an athlete to win, and yeah, you guys can buy any sports games you want, when you want, anytime you want, as long as nobody bothers you, or having Lilo and Stitch coming in theaters, guys, on September 23rd. Now that movie is not going to be the next one we'll be watching soon. The only thing we're going to be watching Karate Kid Legends by May 30th. That's going to be almost 2 weeks' time, so that's something to think about. And if you guys are looking to play martial arts games, you guys can do that too. But you guys can buy any sports games, take your time on them with no extra cost. Now, I actually just got done with Game 3 of my 1975 Reds replay. So basically, guys, it was our 0-2 record, or Reds and I, hosting the Los Angeles Dodgers as themselves as the visiting team, as themselves as the opponents, and the game was a little bit close.
Jenkins killed her! Jerry Jenkins!
So
the guy
on the
from
mound
TV.
was
You have to believe
I can't think of the player on the
You will
mound
make your statement
for
at the station.
yeah,
And you'll
before
let
going
Jenkins
in
walk free.
to Game 3
He's the one who killed
Riverfront
Casey.
Stadium
They met
of our
here
Reds,
yesterday.
or Red Dice
Casey's
and
body
I.
was covered in
Well, we
sunblock.
actually are
The
0-3
evidence
in
points
the
to
first
you.
3 games in my
I arranged
1975
the
Reds
meeting,
replay,
I admit,
as far as I can
but
tell
I
you
was
guys.
gone when this
So,
happened. When I came back, she was
basically, guys,
already
the final
dead,
score was
and I decided to get
the
rid of the
visiting
body.
Dodgers themselves
Jenkins
as
is the
the
only one who
Riverfront
could have done
opponent
it.
6, or Reds and I in our
Why did you
Riverfront
not
Stadium,
go to the police?
our home team,
What would I
guys.
say?
Our
That a famous
Reds,
celebrity
our
killed a
stadium,
street
and I
prostitute in the back of
ran
my
up losing
gas
to the
station.
Dodgers 6-3.
That's a bit
So
much
after
even
3
for this
games,
city.
we're only
Dumping that
4-3
woman's body
on
in
my
a
Red
dumpster
Dice for
seemed
now.
like a better idea
3
to
Red Home
you.
Dice are visiting.
It's not my fault that people would rather
So
believe
that's
a guy
exactly
from TV
what
over
I'm at
me.
today. So yeah, guys, the final was 6-3. So far in our hits and errors. So to be honest, guys, the columns were 8 hits and 4 errors. So yeah. So basically, guys, it was a little bit sore by 3 runs for our home players of our Red Dice or Reds and I. We had 3 runs, 8 hits, and 4 errors. Errors were just way too much.
Why did you not
That's all that
go
matters.
to the police?
So
What would I
I'm doing
say?
okay.
That a
I'm
famous celebrity
continuing
killed a
and
street
continuing
prostitute in
when
the
I'm
back
doing
of
with
my gas
Adult Park
station.
Baseball 19.
That's a bit much even for this city.
Trying to get a win
Dumping that woman's
after
body in a dumpster seemed
3
like a
games of
better
opening
idea
day
to you.
of my
It's not my
1975 Reds
fault that
replay
people would
of
rather
our
believe a guy
Reds.
from TV over me.
Our only 3 losses for now.
I will verify
Let's keep
your
something to
version of
clarify.
events, but you
As
will
far as
still
Pearson
suffer
baseball
the
goes,
consequences
I still
of the
haven't done
actions you have
anything with
taken.
that, but I actually was watching
Hurry up,
Business
please!
Eternal
It
over the weekend.
burns!
He was actually having a baseball weekend, so you guys can check him out anytime. As far as if I'm going to do something else with baseball, with baseball, by the way, it entirely depends on what. Who, when, what, and why. If anything else is not exactly taped, I don't see it being a bad idea. How much it can really take care of and also benefit. I'm also going to be looking at other scores after an 0-3 start. I mean, so far for our Reds, or River Front and I, on my 1975 Red replay, so gives us a terrible lack of disappointment. Let's try to make its way on it. So we'll see, guys. You know, guys, I still always in love. I've always been in love with baseball. Nobody can tell you differently. Nobody can have somebody that's worth hugging or having tight squeeze on the game. So people shouldn't tell you otherwise. Yeah, guys, remember, if you're looking to manage your own plays, you're looking to do your own game plans, baseball is the best thing to play. And also, guys, with football, as we all know, football between me and our Pittsburgh Steelers is going to be coming up soon. I don't give a rat's ass about what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. He should not be in that discussion. Besides, I mean, we got Will Howard, guys, from Ohio State, and Zach Sawyer from the NFL draft, you know, during the last few weeks now. Now, a few of them did actually sign a 4-year deal with my Steelers. So that actually is very important to look at. That's where everything else comes to listen and making your team having a better win and loss record and not losing all the time. I mean, baseball would not be about winning or losing. But you know what they say, guys? Winning is winning. Because I haven't said that term in a while. No, guys, it don't matter if you win. Here's the thing. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning, guys. That's where everything is equaled. And also draw it even. That's why sports games are a lot of fun. You do what you do with your team, and get your team to winning. That's all that matters. Alright, guys, if anything else is going to be returning, or looking to swap, nothing else would tell you guys otherwise, or have a different input, or a different opinion. As long as people are looking to stick around and stick around on it. I'm just looking at a little bit of things for a second. I mean, I really, honestly, guys, I don't think I would be holding something back. But it's a long story. Well, guys, speaking of sports and RPGs, that will be the end of, hold on,
So,
Brother Leon in the
did you
chat
find
says,
anything?
new Bloodline member,
According to
Zepcop.
the
Yeah,
evidence,
Zepcop actually is
Jenkins
going to be
is
working
guilty of the
with
murder
Solo
of
and
Casey Crump.
the United States champion,
I told you.
Jacob Fatu.
However,
But I feel like they're going to
are
be
guilty
setting
of
up.
concealing a crime
I
and
want to see, guys,
desecration
if
of a
I had to
corpse.
guess,
I will call medical
I feel like they're going to do
assistance. You
something
will
with
be
Jacob
taken
Fatu
in
and Solo.
when your condition permits.
For the United States title, maybe at SummerSlam, or maybe at Money in the Bank. But I do know CM Punk, the best in the world, is going to be taking on Cena. I mean, it's on Cena for the Undisputed title at Money in the Bank. So I actually did say that on Twitch back when Timmy Buddy, guys, from Pro Wrestling Unlimited was doing his Backlash. So I actually did take a little bit more of that out, see how that's going. But nothing else, guys, will really compare, especially with gaming on it, and to really spell it. Alright, guys, that's gonna be the end of Steam today. That's buy any games you want, when you want, anytime you want. But you do it. You do what makes you proud. Do what makes you excited. As far as bowling goes, I've always been I finally have been a first place winner for the last 20 plus years now. Just remember, 106 and 200. If you guys remember the history books in front of you. So I don't know if I'll still have it going in to the upcoming this year's bowling season. I'm not 100% sure, but you never know. So patience is a virtue. Just to keep a reminder, and to make sure you're taking your time.
Might be a little late filing my taxes.
But yeah, guys,
Sending a one-man
that's good.
army seems
Now
like an
we can finally
overreaction.
put an end to Steam
I am
today.
here to
So that's gonna be the end of
investigate
Steam,
the
guys.
theft of a blue
My name on Steam
SC-1000
today
that belongs
is your
to
king
Melissa
and your
Kozak.
luckiest man.
Fancy car and fancy name.
You guys call me
But I hardly ever
ZD93
get the pleasure
or
of
Zach
dealing with
Dawson
either.
93.
Do
So my
you
name,
have
guys, on
any
Steam.
information
I've been
about
around
the
for over
whereabouts
4
of
years
this
now.
vehicle?
You know, buy any
To be
games
honest,
you want,
I
pre-order.
did some work on one of those cars
Anything you
recently,
want to do,
but I can assure
Steam
you that it was not
has
the one
the
you're looking
answers.
for.
They have a
Do I
search
have your
bar
permission
what game
to
you want to
search
play.
the shop?
And don't forget to do
I know what the world's
any
like,
gameplay
but can a
reviews.
man go about
Whatever
his
sounds
business
good
without
to you.
being
What
harassed all
sounds
the damn
perfect.
time?
It makes a lot of sense. So yeah, guys, my name on Steam is ZachDawson93.
Citizen,
You guys
I
can
would
make
like
your
to
pre-orders
inform you that
and in-store
knowingly
purchases
delaying an
whenever you guys
investigation
get the
is
chance.
classified as a felony.
Yada,
Well,
yada,
guys, speaking
yada.
of other
I
stuff
don't
today,
have all day to
let's
listen,
make it
nor do I
short,
understand this
short and
bureaucratic
sweet,
jargon.
guys.
Would you
Unlike
like
if you're
to
watching a
call
comedy
your
thing,
lawyer and have
or
him
some sort of a
explain it to
stand-up
you?
comedy.
You know
You
what?
know, you look
If you
at
really
the
think
late
you'll
Bob
find evidence of
Saget
that
and Jerry
SUX ever
Seinfeld,
being
for
here,
example.
then be my guest.
The most important thing, or the most important rule, with our 625 mods and our followers, and you know, guys, do what we can for one another, and have a lot of business related. It's love, support, and respect is the key. It's awesome and creative. Making sure we're sounding good, and making sure we're awesome and fantastic. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. So remember, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream. And yes, guys, meet and greet. Take your time. But do not flush anything else in the sewer or in the toilet. Because you never know what's going to happen in the future. Whatever happened with Sabu over the weekend, it remains to be seen, and pretty much hard tragedy between the family. You just never know what's going to really count. Or probably who's going to be next. It's like if you're watching Scream, you never know who's going to be getting killed otherwise. But yeah, guys, like and share the stream. Like and share the stream. Like and share the stream. Make sure you're feeling very important. You know, for all of us here today, with our popularity, guys, entertainment and energy, our biggest, strongest, customizing, 100% strongest, amazing power of our community. Do what we can at one time, and make it so people are not feeling alone. People don't really exactly want to deserve that. If you have people like friends, your family, somebody you love so much like my musketeer is, nobody can tell you. Definitely, we're trying to get answers or opinions from you to them. Alright guys, speaking of our channel today, with no extra cost, so guys, my channel has been a little more up and down, but I cannot deny the odds. So today, guys, my views, my total right now is 1,400. And also, guys, another thing too. Watch hours have not been the highest it's ever been. Now since I was at 5.2k on when it comes to monetization after 2 times. So it does actually tie some stuff up a little bit. So yeah, guys, my views, I repeat, guys, my numbers on views completely. And just to go a little more further today. Don't act like somebody would be insane or self-controlled. But our numbers always should be higher on a YouTube channel. Especially mine to your guys' for a change. So guys, my W8s, I'm at 36, sorry guys, I'm at 36.7 on W8s right now. So, that's to make it short and sweet. Make it so we have nobody slipping on anything on the floor, or make it so if we have 100% health. Make it so do what we can at one time, and, you know, like I said,
See,
as long as
I
you,
told you,
as long
you'll
as you're
find Jack
resolving your
off,
problems,
'cause there ain't
having
nothing
some
to be
help
found.
otherwise.
This place is legit.
Do not feel
I need
you're
access to
pretty
one
much
of
at
your
risk.
lockers.
Do not get
I
yourself
can't allow that.
at
It's
fault
my
all the
workers'
time.
private
So,
possessions.
You
like I said,
said
guys,
your
you do what
shop
makes
has
you
nothing to
happy.
hide.
And just be
The
yourself.
locker you have
That's
in
all that
mind
matters.
belongs to a boy named Scott.
But alright, guys,
He works for me
to my
on and off.
YouTube channel, to you guys,
I have to admit,
those are my numbers
I had
as
a
of
tiny
now.
feeling he might
So remember,
have something
guys,
to do with your case.
what I want is
I will open his
W8s
locker
as
for you,
ASAP.
but I won't
I
be
need a
held
lot of help
accountable for
possible.
what's inside.
If you guys could do that, by boosting a little bit, I don't
his
think it
locker.
would hurt anything.
Go on.
I would
a
have
look.
somebody to question it. I'm trying to elaborate on it, so whatever sounds good to you, we can agree with no problem. Whatever, it's not worth kidding aside. That's all it can really resolve our problems and try to
And what
get
do you
our
reckon?
numbers back
Is he
higher
your
the
man?
way they were.
For the
Between
time
you two
being,
and possession.
Claire's the suspect.
And also being the top
You see,
priority. Looks
he
like
hasn't turned
work
up
and
for work for
also
some time.
your love life with somebody.
This morning,
and
when
also your
two
family.
thugs swang by
Well,
looking
remember,
for him,
guys,
I knew
the
he
most
must be in
important
trouble.
thing
I've
is to
overheard
stand and
him
deliver
many times talking about
and
a
not
place
get
where he
yourself
does car
counted out
jobs on the side.
while focusing what you do.
Give me the precise
And yes, guys, with no
location.
problem and no extra
I can't
cost.
tell you exactly
So the
where it
most
is.
important thing, guys,
All I know
is to
is
get
that
our
it's one of the
totals up on our
garages near the
YouTube
local
channel
storage
as we watch
compartments.
our videos in full. Like and share the stream. And so we support
Why
each
did you
other.
cover
And so
for
we
it?
have much more and
Can't
much
watch
more
a decent
W8s,
kid like him get
psychology,
swallowed by this
phonology,
city.
technology, and
Don't look at
mythology.
me like that.
Make
Instead of
sure
giving him
you're
up, I
very
was
important
encouraging
for
him to
the
come
others
clean.
in the chat.
But a man can
I
only
know
try.
Brother Leon's been around with us. Sorry guys, don't worry about the stupid engine. But like I said, guys,
Tell me
the more
why
we
you
gain,
think he
the
is
more we gain,
responsible.
guys, the less
He's
we
young,
will not
bright,
get
and would like to
ourselves
rule the world.
stuck and also,
I get it. But nearly
you know,
every month, he
something
gets
that we
himself in trouble.
love and also
It is
have
not
the
enough to make
favoritism to do.
assumptions.
I'm not a
Remember,
cop,
guys, you do what
but I've
makes you
seen many
happy,
things in my life.
makes you feel
Where
good,
there's smoke,
and so your
there's
voice is
usually
very
fire.
important to the others. But the most
Why
important
did
thing,
you cover
guys,
for
to
him?
get our totals up,
I
especially
can't
my
watch a
W8,
decent kid
that needs
like him
something
get
much more
swallowed by this
swell,
city.
and much
Don't
more
look
of
at
an
me like
increase
that.
as a soda
Instead of
ban.
giving him up, I was
Remember,
encouraging him
guys,
to come clean.
the most
But a
important
man can
thing
only
to
try.
get ourselves back up there is to make sure we
That
have
is all
something
for now.
we can really stand and deliver.
Make sure no harm
Remember,
comes
guys,
his
the
way.
most important thing
He might have done
to
some
all our
foolish things in the
channels,
past,
we watch our
but he's a
videos in
good
full,
kid, and he
like and share
deserves
the
another
stream,
chance.
and so we have our
Court of
YouTube
law
accounts
will
to
be the
share,
judge of that.
follow, and, you know, connect each other's channels. And also, you know, make it so when we're live and have something to, well, we get on track. But the most important thing, guys, to have our totals, like W8s, views, thumbs up, and followers, are very important to us. The most important thing, guys, is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, and so we have our social media, our YouTube accounts that are named. And we can say we have our social media, guys. We can say who we're following. And yes, guys, our social media and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and
Stop
YouTube,
shaking in your
especially,
boots.
and also
Look,
make
Robocop
sure
is
everything
here.
else
We're
is
safe.
normal. But yeah, guys, our podcast services, you guys can follow and share me out on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And like it's so, everything else is good to go. And so much more. So
Those
guys,
people
we
on
have a little bit
first
of time to
floor are
elaborate on in-gaming news today. So guys, remember, on weekend mornings, we technically do not have a lot of things to share. Or to have benefit after Mother's Day. You know, celebrating with your mom and, you know, so how much you love her and, you know, just to make sure everybody else is important to the family. You know, get so you're feeling lucky and also a lot of love and also a lot of time together and whatnot. And that's like what I did between my true love and I yesterday. You know, her mom was exactly important. But I just don't know if getting married is going to be the other big thing for Father's Day for next month. I mean that's I feel like that's still something we still need to think about. We've been together for over 8 years. That's who love and I have. So like I said, I don't know.
I messed up good.
But if I had to guess, if I had to guess, like I said, guys, it all depends exactly what's going to be in front for the future. But nobody is going to be alone by doing it. But alright, guys,
You must be
today's
stunned.
date,
What did you
coming
do
out of
with
Mother's
the blue
Day from this past Sunday.
SC6000 that
Today,
you
guys,
stole?
it is May 12th,
Hey,
2025.
why would I have anything to do with that?
I'm going to give you
I
guys
have
in gaming
found
news today.
evidence in Ben's shop.
You can't
So remember,
possibly
guys,
help me.
I'm your king,
I don't want to
always, and
cause
also
any
your
more
luckiest
trouble,
man.
especially for
We
Ben.
are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy.
Admitting to a
Our
crime is the
biggest,
best course of action
strongest,
for any young offender.
100%
I can't go to juvie.
amazing, strongest,
Who's gonna fix this mess?
great,
My duty is to
impressive
serve
power
the
of our
public
community.
trust.
Do all we can at
Okay,
one time.
okay.
Have a lot of
I
socialization.
admit.
Have each other's channels for
It was
followers,
me who jacked the
views,
SUX.
and thumbs up,
But
and
he didn't leave
etc.
me any choice.
We always want to do
Who
what we
is
can
he?
for one time.
I can't tell
Making
you.
sure we have the
If he knew I
details
gave
that
him
are
away,
fulfilled.
he'd take
Alright
revenge
guys,
on
speaking
Ben.
of other stuff today,
Oh God! It must be those
your
thugs.
king and your
We're
luckiest
dead.
man is going to
No
get
one's gonna
get
save
started
us.
with in-gaming
If
news
they
today.
are criminals, then
So,
they
guys,
are the ones who need saving.
we're going to begin with IGN news today, with Thunderbolts. So here's the thing about Thunderbolts, guys. So you guys understand that Thunderbolts wants to be the new Avengers? My answer, no. But we are going to still be tackling, guys, Avengers Doomsday by next year. So you talk about how many parts they're going to be on it. So, not exactly just one, but exactly two, actually. So it's going to be 2 parts by next year. You have May 1st for part 1 of Avengers Doomsday. And then here's the thing, guys, probably December 1st for the last one, till we get to Secret Wars. But apparently, guys, Thunderbolts is closer to, again, $280 million in the box office. It's Marvel's The New Avengers, its marketing rumbles on. So basically, they're pretty much costing a few. So, if a lot of us are thinking Thunderbolts is going to be the new Avengers, I would like to see them try, because I just don't think there's anything that would be, changing the landscape when it comes to Avengers. Guys, like, for example, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Hemsworth, and Samuel Jackson is concerned. Which we don't know if Samuel Jackson is going to be in Doomsday or not. I mean, he's actually 76 years old this year, so, you know, prior to his birthday and whatnot. So really, if you think about it, if we look at, here's the thing, guys. If we look at actors that are in its own Marvel movies, like Avengers, for example, really, I don't think there's any other way. I don't think there's any other reason why. But I feel like if Avengers Doomsday is going to be making a lot of money, as far as that is going, as far as that is concerned, I don't think there's going to be any self-doubts. I don't think people should say no to each other on Avengers Doomsday, or especially with Thunderbolts. I mean, from what I've been hearing, you know, based on the movie review, people thought Thunderbolts was good, and I think a lot of us would hear it. I mean, a lot of us would watch it and give and try to give our perspective on it. But it's also a good start for Thunderbolts. It's actually #1 for the first 2 weeks, the first 2 weekends, to be honest. So the thing about Thunderbolts, it really sets something up for Avengers Doomsday for next year. But like I said, guys, I don't see anything, you know, changing by the time we get to Doomsday for next year. But still, here's the thing, guys, we're still waiting on the trailer. Still waiting to see how much they can puzzle and also bring something together for it. But I do know it's going to be coming out. I mean, both parts are coming out next year, and we're still waiting to see we want to see what my true love and I think. By the time we get to the first trailer this year, it's probably going to be in the summer.
It.
I mean, that's
they
my
didn't
guess,
think
but
that through.
I don't know.
Maybe you can put an end to this after all.
I am missing,
you know,
vital
it's all about
information
taking
in
its
order
time.
to resolve
We do
this
not want
case.
to wait around
I'll tell you what you
or
want.
have something
Just
with
please,
pleasure
help me
on it.
fix
So,
this screw up.
so Thunderbolts,
Where
guys,
is the
starts its
car
first 2
now?
weeks with a combined total
I'm sure
box
it's
office
still in their chop
total
shop.
of
It's a warehouse on the
280
northeast
million
side.
right now, which is
The
actually
entrance is
a
concealed,
good
but
sign.
I'm sure you'll find it.
Let's understand it as.
I'm no
it's,
fighter, but if
you know,
there
it's
is
a dream
any
come
other
true
way,
for Thunderbolts
I would like to
and,
help.
you know, a lot of
Maybe you
things
need some
gathering.
more intel.
So, I do think Thunderbolts will win something at the end of this year. You know, Emmys, maybe Oscars down the road.
Who did you mean?
But we don't
by
know how
him?
much it can really,
It's Rex,
you know, end the
from the local
theater
gang.
earnings.
I
mean, if
only did
anything
petty
else,
jobs for
I'm
him
thinking
mostly, but
if,
this time he made
if
me
everything
steal that
else is
car.
according to plan,
He said he wanted the
I don't
SUX
see why not.
6000 we were repairing
so
at
guys,
Ben's.
I don't. It's,
When I said it was too hot,
like I said, guys, from what
he
I've heard, the
slashed me with
movie
his
is
knife.
good, to be honest. But I don't think it would be, you know, better and better
Why
between
were you
other
hiding?
movies. In
You
between.
saw those thugs. They
But
were
whatever
looking
it
for
could
me.
really
They
end up
realized I
being,
tricked
and also
them.
having a
They
timeline.
wanted the SUX 6000
I
from
honestly
Ben's
think
shop,
Thunderbolts
but
is not
I didn't want to
exactly,
get him into trouble, so
you know, anything
I stole
else
a
as
different
such.
one. I doubt anyone
Which
would
I
have
don't
given
think
a
it
shit,
is.
but word on the street is
But
that it belongs
Thunderbolts
to
is
the
pretty
mayor's
much
niece.
think. I mean, I honestly think
Any criminal
Thunderbolts
matters should be
is good
reported to
between
the
people's
police.
perspectives.
I know.
And
I just thought I
let's
could
see
figure
how,
this out by myself.
how well it's going. You know,
Ben
guys,
was right
between
from the
anything
start.
else with,
I shouldn't have gone
you
down
know,
this
box
road.
offices, budgeting, especially with
Any
anything
criminal
else going
matters
on.
should
So
be reported to the police.
nobody
I
would
know.
have to really
I just thought I
conflict
could
it.
figure this
Have
out by
somebody,
myself.
you know, be,
Ben was right
you know,
from
be
the
in
start.
its own
I shouldn't have gone
human
down
being
this road.
as a hero. So I do know the ones from Spider-Man is not in Thunderbolts. But I've only heard a few good things about the movie itself.
That
So.
is all for now.
But
Proceeding
in
to
the
the
meantime,
vehicle's
guys,
estimated
we'll see what's going
location.
on. By the
You
time
are
we
calling
get
for backup, aren't
Karate
you?
Kid lessons by then,
Negative.
I do
Threat
think that movie's going to
calculation
be.
minimal.
I think that movie's going to be a good treat, as far as whatever happens. So I don't think there's any other way it would go from bad to being painful on a movie. So I don't see why not. Well, guys, as far as other in-gaming news goes, hold on a second. Okay, guys, you guys can also check out Wolf Hawkfield, a teaser trailer coming out of Virtua Fighter. Our first look at Wolf Hawkfield and the new untitled Virtua Fighter game. So Virtua Fighter basically do have a new fighter, you know, inside of the fighting martial arts game. And that is, guys, for example, Wolf Hawkfield. Now, according to the trailer itself, I mean, if you guys remember watching people play Tekken games or, Marvel vs. Capcom, or playing something from Heaven and Waking Up from the Dead, to be honest. I don't know much about Wolf Hawkfield, as far as where that's
Citizen,
going.
I'm ordering you to
But if
discontinue
you guys
this
remember,
deliberate act of vandalism.
basically, guys,
Screw you, man!
Virtual Fighter Direct did actually, actually unveiled Wolf Hawkfield to be one of the characters being in this game. To be honest with you, so. But honestly, if you look at a fighter looking to make a name, himself or herself, it's like, it all depends how much fighting skills they have, what kind of abilities that they can use. There's a get inside and also guys outside of action. So we don't know when Virtual Fighter is coming out. My guess is it could release or may not release towards the end of the year. But it will not be messing around by the time Borderlands 4 starts releasing, guys, on September 12th, and Delta Snake Eater on August 28th, by the way. So those games are going to be dominating the competition soon. By the time we get to releases, guys, with no problem. So we'll keep everything else from the ground up on it. We want to exactly act natural, whatever it can really end up being. So guys, we're looking at a hidden entrance. If we're watching Beetlejuice for a second. So check out these footprints, guys. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, talk about almost 15 of them, to be honest. So I don't think it actually leads to that truck, I would assume. But it could be anything that's draws to the attention. Okay, as far as other stuff goes, Spring Gaming News today, guys, from your king and your luckiest man. You guys remember, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, strongest, 100% powerful, exciting, strongest, amazing power rock community. If you guys had a good Mother's Day yesterday, and spent time with your mom and your family, nobody would really, tell you otherwise. Nobody would. I don't think there's any top stories today. We'll probably may or may not read. But if you guys want to check out something good, you guys can check out the 30 years of Death Stranding 2. The title for Death Stranding 2, guys, it's called On the Beats. Now, Death Stranding 2 should be releasing soon. And the release date for Death Stranding 2, behind Hideo Kojima, our brother, to be honest. Death Stranding 2, at the Beats, it's going to be releasing on June 26th. And like June 27th, after this month, clearly. Now, I don't think I'll suggest Death Stranding 2 this year. Now, a lot of us may or may not possibly forget if the game's going to be up for Game of the Year. I mean, I don't know if Death Stranding 2 is going to go that far. That's not to have anything to, go with that, have a lot of things going either way. Or have anything else in perspective, guys. I mean, if everything else is according to plan, to Hideo Kojima, if he still wants to do, a damn thing with, have another damn thing to get to, like a Death Stranding movie, it would have to take on The Legend of Zelda. Like I said, guys, The Legend of Zelda, the next 2 years from today, and, doesn't have something to question and know the answer to, if anything else, it would probably be, if a Death Stranding movie is going to be badass or anything, in my honest opinion, guys, I don't see Death Stranding coming out as a movie, and also, guys, as a whole, I think for a while, until everything else is according to plan, so, probably not, whatever Hideo Kojima Production want, trying to find the words, guys, the Kojima Productions wants to do. But I do know Death Stranding 2 should be interesting to see how much they can really put gameplay on. But they already have the 30 years. 30 hours of the game already, guys. So I don't think a lot of people are fooling around on it, so. I mean, I honestly think, with all due respect, guys, to Hideo Kojima as a brother, and also as a whole, for Death Stranding 2, if I were to rate Death Stranding 2 right now, I would only give it maybe like a 6.5 out of 10. I mean, a lot of people can be wrong sometimes, or maybe right. You know, you can be 75 and like 100%. If you guys think that game is gonna be good, or pretty much better and better, trust me. As long as the game only has DLCs, it makes the game look better, makes it look good towards anything that goes any other way, in one direction at a time for a game. So like I said, I don't know, but we'll see what happens further. Well, guys, I'm gonna kill these guys, then we're gonna cut off this. We're gonna be done with the stream today. But like I said, I have no clue if that game's gonna be up for Game of the Year. I mean, if it does, I think a lot of us would be shocked if Death Stranding 2 won. I'm not saying if it would surpass, but I don't think it'll be tough as Borderlands 4 is. And yes, guys, also Assassin's Creed Shadows being in this top 3, in my opinion. And also, guys, elaborating Delta's thank you of Metal Gear. So, I don't think Death Stranding 2 is gonna be tough. It's cool enough if you're watching a musical concert. Like Osborne has his own last opportunity before he goes to the sunset and goes with the Lord, and also something with Bon Jovi too, or having something else with Van Halen. So I don't know. I mean, if I had to guess, I mean, I would think maybe not. Of having. And I repeat, guys, of having Death Stranding 2 on the planet. So I have no clue. But if they have something more to identify and have something differently for Death Stranding 2, I think the game should be good. Should be a good enough review. But the game will not release, guys, till after the end of the month. I mean, before the end of June. So, I do know the date is June 26th, 2 days after my birthday by next month. So I don't know if I want that in my 32nd birthday by then, or I can just wait it out, and we can try to make up. But I am still leaning, the only game I can have little more expectations and also accept is probably going to be Tony Hawk. But the game itself will not be higher than $50 a piece for the PS5, on the Switch, and yes, guys, on the Xbox Series. But I'm hoping to get that game soon, so we'll see. Alright, guys, that's going to wrap everything up for today. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. So honestly, guys, as far as work goes and staying active, based on the schedule, I go back to TEEP today, guys, from 2 to 7, just to to carry out stuff, and also trying to figure out how much we can get done. So guys, I have TEEP today, 2 to 7, go back to WoW in the morning tomorrow and Wednesday, do my SS 2 to 7 at TEEP by Thursday, and then 9 to 2 Friday. Which my butt's gonna be tired every time. Remember, guys, the more money we get, the more hours we gain, the more our stuff will go up. So I don't know how much I'll bring for spending for Lancaster, but the budgeting for the trip between depositing by far, I don't know, guys, the spending, the total was $789 going into its deposit. But am I going to talk the opportunity and help me out the rest of the way? So we're still going to be departing to Lancaster, guys, by September. So I could have an opportunity, just a little bit, if I want to get Borderlands 4 before then. So I mean, honestly, guys, it all depends what we want to do. I mean, if we do something, if we can do something on it, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not saying if we will or will not. So if anything else will go according to plan, I think we'll try to match it, but not driving people insane or going crazy. So guys, the next stream, well, like I said, I gotta get to Achieve this afternoon till 7 tonight. My true love and I might do some extra Paramount Plus, but apparently she really wants First Bueller, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm like, really, honey? You really wanna watch First Bueller? Just to have a lot of laughs, a lot of love, and also have something to laugh at? And apparently she really wants First Bueller tonight. I'm like, as long as I get to diet, people wouldn't have to keep silent, or have something like watching Tommy Boy. Which, may God have mercy on his soul, guys, Chris Farley, alongside David Spade. I know John Goodman was not in Tommy Boy, to be honest, so. But if we watch First Bueller tonight, we also, I still want to get her back into 1923, compared to Yellowstone. But if I do something with 1883, I think it would not ruin anything as much for my true love and I, for my Constance and me, guys, as what do you call it, Tartanian, to be honest. So I'm not sure if I'm not 100% sure if the Three Musketeers is on Paramount Plus or not. It remains to be seen. But I'll keep you guys info and posted. So for me, guys, our popularity, entertainment, and energy, and our biggest, strongest, 100% beautiful, perfect strongest power of our community. Now 625 mods also. The next stream, honestly, I'm thinking maybe Thursday in the morning for another episode of Robocop Rogue City. That way we can do something more intelligent and much more killing. I guess Robocop is badass, but no problem. Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age will be back next week, next Monday from Tuesday mornings. Getting back to the hour and 40 minutes plus trace. So we'll have that signal for you guys for Zodiac Age next week. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna have a few days to work, and then maybe Thursday for Robocop. Give you guys the info and see what's going on. But on a good note, guys, if you guys want to catch more of Robocop Rogue City, don't forget to like, share, and comment, guys, and connect to our channel. You guys can check us out. We don't mess around. We take our time, and we love what we do. That's all that matters. But yeah, guys, so my answer is maybe Thursday in the morning, same time, same channel, for another episode of Robocop Rogue City, but I'm not 100% sure. All I know is my ass is going to be tired every time, so give you guys info and post it, and we'll share our thoughts before anything else. As long as we're in progressing, we don't have to get ourselves out of the way as much. But on a good note, guys, so, hold on, real quick, guys. My true love in the chat says, hey friends, just want to say congratulations to all those who are graduating this year. Thank you, beautiful. Good luck at work, and do not get your ass tired. I just told the ones in the chat just now, and you too. Why in heaven do you want to watch First Bueller? That's the only thing I don't get. I mean, yes, it has Jennifer Grey and Matthew Broderick, but come on. But I will get you a diet when I'm at Steve before I get done working 2 to 7 tonight. So if you can send and have a reminder, please. I don't want to have to be frozen while First Bueller is doing something with the piano sickness. I'm just hoping it's not going to be sick to its stomach or having something for dinner otherwise. So. But if you want First Bueller tonight, along with 1923 with Harrison Ford, honey, and you guys in the chat, I don't think there's no brainer for it. I honestly don't think it is. So, like I said, I'll keep you guys info and posted. Like I said, guys, maybe Thursday in the morning, maybe another episode of Robocop by then. But it all depends how damn tired I am. As long as I'm not sleepless like Yoda from Star Wars. But all you guys need to do, if you guys want to catch more Robocop Rogue City from Thursday mornings and going forward, make sure to hit that like button, support button, and comment. And you guys like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream. And, just take your time. You don't want to get yourselves stuck in the cage and having sharks trying to eat you, or even if you're watching stand-up comedy, like for example The Late Bob Saget or Jeff Dunham with his funny stuff with, with Walter, Peanut, Jalapeno, or whatever. But we always want to have some happiness, we want to have a lot of laugh, and also talk business when it comes to our popularity, guys, entertainment and energy, and so on and so forth. But to make it short, guys, since I had to go to work this afternoon for 2 to 7 at TIFF, the most important thing, guys, remember, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay awesome and creative. Make sure we're sounding good and great. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. We actually are at 625 mods here today. And so we have our thoughts and prayers for the Sabu family. May God have mercy on his soul, and I would have got a couple sad and crying reactions yesterday, so I think it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of pride, it takes a lot of joy. That's all that matters, so we'll keep everything else in position, make sure everybody else is on the same page, and making sure it's not, feeling, mistaken, or feeling like we're looking something on the floor, or being heartbroken between a wrestler. Whatever it could be, it's legendary. Anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, get them on the right track between our channels to fulfill with followers, views, and, W rates. For all that stuff, all we need to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So since I'm signing off for today, my guess is maybe not. The next stream it's a big maybe if I do some Thursday AM on Thursday, if I get another episode of Robocop Rock City by then, and then we'll go back, guys, to Ghostwire Tokyo. It's coming Saturday and Sunday mornings. Not sure what's going on for the weekend, so we'll see what happens. We'll try to figure some stuff out. But other than that, guys, happy belated Mother's Day to you guys from yesterday to today. Go to tackle TIFF 2 to 7. I've heard we're supposed to get maybe some rain tomorrow, maybe a little bit on Wednesday. But I'll be doing landscaping with Victor and a few other co-workers as a gentleman. Especially with him too. But I will try and keep guys info and posted, and I don't think there's going to be any problems or ups and downs as much. But we'll be fine. But alright, guys, remember, take your time, do not get yourselves dragged. Don't let people, grab you by the ear or pull you by the hair. You just be a better person and keep it on the positive note. But what I need, guys, is a lot of W8s right now. If you guys want to boost anything, my former total, guys, on followers is 211k. Before everything else was dropped and going insane, and making so going down the tubes. We don't want to see a lot of that going, either way. Keeping everything else at the same point at the same time. But alright, guys, the most important thing is get our channels back up there and start climbing a tree, climbing Mount Everest, and get our followers, and everything else we can really climb up by getting our totals increased again, and keeping everything else from the ground up by digging a hole from a shovel, or doing something with farmers, or whatever you love and like to do. But for popularity, guys, entertainment and energy, it's very satisfying. Making sure we're on the biggest level possible. So guys, the most important thing, to get our channels, me needing help with W raids and other stuff, and get our totals back up, as we watch our videos in full. Guys, like it, support, comment, guys, like, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, love it, and take your time instantly. We watch our videos in full, guys, and so we have our social media, our accounts on YouTube that are a special name and a good place and a good home to be at. Our social media, guys, and our podcast services all around the globe on YouTube, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So guys, I'm going to sign off for this Monday morning today, guys. I'm going to tackle Save 2 to 7 today. And then I go back to WoW Tuesday morning tomorrow, and then after tomorrow, another day at WoW on Wednesday. But my butt's gonna be tired otherwise. But like I said, if my two loved ones first Bueller tonight, I don't think I'm gonna puke inside of a trash can. I'm hoping that's not the case. But honestly, honey, if you want first Bueller, you may as well have your engine ready. or Robocop would start calling our name. But I do know, guys, Robocop is not on Paramount Plus. Or it may be somewhere animated, somewhere classified, or identified towards whatever. It could really get our attention. But alright, guys. That's going to end today. Robocop should be back this coming Thursday in the mornings. Depends how tired I am. I mean, hopefully. Other than that, guys, be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Be good, be kind, and love one another, guys. You guys have a great rest of your Monday, and do not get yourselves stuck. Do not get yourselves up and down. What I want is WH, and I'm hoping you guys can read that in perspective. So yeah, you guys have a great rest of your morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, guys, on a Monday today. And until then, keep a smile, and stay awesome, and stay great with our popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, strongest, amazing, exciting, 100% strongest, biggest, amazing power of our community. So have a good rest of your Monday, guys. Have good morning, good afternoon, good night. And until then, till the next few days, I will see you guys in the next one. And be careful. And until then,